Ever wondered how to make the best roasted goat meat? It's a culinary delight that's not only high in protein, but also low in fat. Roasting goat meat is a process that's steeped in tradition, and it's one that truly brings out the rich, unique flavors of the meat. With a little patience and the right techniques, you can transform this humble ingredient into a mouth-watering feast. Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a culinary journey to make the best roasted goat meat. Before we get started, we need to gather our ingredients. The star of our dish is, of course, the goat meat, tender and full of flavor. We'll need an array of herbs and spices to season it just right. Think rosemary, thyme, garlic, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Don't forget your marinade components: olive oil, lemon juice, and white wine. And for those looking to elevate their dish, consider adding optional ingredients like red onions or dried figs. With all these ingredients ready, we're set to start cooking. The first step in our cooking journey is to prepare the goat meat. Now, this is where we lay the foundation for a dish that's tender, succulent, and packed with flavor. Start by giving the goat meat a good rinse under cold water. Pat it dry, and then it's time to cut. Trim off any excess fat and cut the meat into evenly sized pieces. This ensures that the meat cooks evenly and that every bite is just as delicious as the last. Once our meat is cut, we move on to the marinating process. This is a crucial step, not to be missed. The marinade acts as a tenderizer and a flavor infuser, taking our goat meat from good to great. Leave the meat to marinate for a few hours or even overnight. The longer it marinates, the more tender and flavorful it becomes. Now that our goat meat is well marinated, it's time to move on to the roasting. Now comes the exciting part: roasting the goat meat. This is where all the magic happens, where our preparation and patience pay off. Start by preheating your oven to a cozy 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once heated, place your marinated goat meat onto the middle rack. Now, let the oven work its charm for about 1.5 to 2 hours. During this time, the heat will gently break down the connective tissues, allowing the flavors to seep in, creating a tender, flavorful masterpiece. Keep a keen eye on your roast. We want it to reach a beautiful golden brown color. A good tip is to use a meat thermometer. The internal temperature should read around 160 degrees Fahrenheit when it's done. Don't worry if you don't have one. Just ensure the juices run clear when you pierce the meat. And there you have it, the perfect roasted goat meat, ready to be served and savored. Let's quickly recap the key steps and tips from our cooking journey. Our adventure began with selecting quality goat meat, followed by a thorough marination process to infuse flavor. We then set the perfect roasting temperature and patiently waited for the ideal cooking time. Remember, knowing when your meat is done is crucial, so always keep an eye out for that golden brown finish and succulent texture. With these steps and tips, you're now equipped to make the best roasted goat meat. Enjoy your meal.